Now let's turn to commodities, which are heading for the first quarterly advance in a year. They may struggle, though, to repeat their gains over the next 3 months. That is all according to analyst surveys by Bloomberg News. Dennis Gartman is the economist and editor of the widely read daily financial trading commentary, the Gartman Letter. And he comes to us from Virginia Beach this morning. And Dennis, always great to talk with you.
Always good to be on here, Betty. Thank you.
Okay, so Dennis, is that rally poised to fall?
I doubt it. A lot will depend upon what the dollar does. If the dollar were to get suddenly dramatically stronger, perhaps there might be some weakness in the commodity markets. But in general, it appears to me that the global economy is about to come out of this rather protracted recession. Demand is going to pick up. Watch what happens in the grain markets. Pay attention to what goes on in the weather in India. They've had a drought over there. Hopefully the monsoon will end very soon. But India looks like it might be, for the first time, really coming back to the market to buy grains, and that's going to have a great deal to do with the corn market, a great deal to do with the wheat market. So, on balance, do I think that the highs have been seen in the commodity markets? No, not really at all.
But I'm still trying to wrap my head around that, though, Dennis, because, I mean, why would commodities rally, though, when growth is so uncertain at this point?
Well, growth here in the United States is probably quite uncertain. But I actually think, Betty, that growth around the rest of the world is going to be demonstrably better. China's clearly getting stronger. I think the Indian economy is getting stronger. We have to pay more attention to what's going on in Asia and less attention to what's going on in the United States. We are becoming a smaller and smaller part of the world economy. We are still the largest economy, make no mistake about that, but we are less and less important with each passing day, and that's going to continue for as long as I can see into the long foreseeable future.
But that's quite provocative, Dennis, then, when you're basically saying that we should be paying less and less attention to U.S. economic growth, more to what, China, Brazil, the BRIC countries, when we talk about commodities at this point?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the way you have to look at it. They are a larger population, and they are leaping from the 16th and 17th century, as I like to say, right into the 21st century. That trend is not going to stop. Like any place, anywhere, people want a better life for their children. They're going to get it. They want it. They have better governments now to give it to them, or at least to get out of the way. So it's not such a bad thing to be a lesser important cog in the world economy. As my friend Brian West, I think it was Brian Westbury who once said, we have to remember, in the last 30 centuries, China has been the largest economy in the world for 28 of them. We're simply returning to the mean. Yeah. China is going to be the largest economy in the world. We have to pay more attention to what's going on there and less to what's going on in the United States. That doesn't mean pay no attention. Just pay more attention to China, less attention to us.
Okay, but we're still paying a lot of attention, though, to the U.S. dollar, Dennis. I mean, are you in the camp, though, that we're going to see the dollar fall, or that we're actually going to see it rally?
Depends against which currency, and I hate to say that and sound rather like I'm equivocating, but I think you can see the dollar get stronger relative to the euro. I think you can see the dollar get a rather good deal stronger against the Japanese yen. On the other hand, I think you'll probably see the dollar get weaker against Canada. I think you'll see the dollar get weaker against the New Zealand and the Australian dollars. These are trends that have been prevalent now for the past 6 or 7 months. So it depends upon which currency. I think it's very difficult to say the dollar is going to get stronger generally. It'll get stronger against the euro, stronger against yen, but weaker against the commodity exporters.
Okay, so you got to drill down a bit deeper when you talk about the greenback. Dennis, always great to talk with you, as I mentioned, and see you in a little bit.